expansion. We're going to be moving right into his natural as well, using our Speedlings to take out all the workers over here. And this is exactly what I was talking about, the fact that Terran can be so immobile in comparison to a Speedling Mutalisk build, that if they try to push out, you can really use that to your advantage to go ahead and counterattack and do a lot of devastating damage to them. I think a lot of players in this sort of situation, if they had a Terran advancing on this position, and they had their Zerglings and their units right here, they would just go on straight up and try to attack. Honestly, the last thing you ever want to do is run. I need to get rid of this production tab. It's taking up half the screen now. The last thing you ever really want to do is run straight up into entrenched siege tanks. So again, try to circumvent the forces, try to go in their base and do a lot of damage, try to harass as much as possible. So we're going to follow up that harassment that we just did with those Zerglings running into his mineral lines, and we're going to be doing a same sort of harassment by taking out the mineral lines with these Infestors. And what we're going to be looking at doing here, of course, we did upgrade that the ability to drop with the Overlords from our Lair tech. And what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be hitting both the gold and the natural again. Now what you're going to see is we're going to be moving up into the gold and using the fungal growth ability to take out these workers. Now it does take 2 fungal growths to take out a group of SCVs, so you're going to want to bring 2 Infestors, and you could also spread, you know, do 1 fungal growth here and 1 fungal growth here to do the max amount of damage. And then in this particular area, we're going to actually be dropping the Infestors right here. We don't want to move too far so we don't get hit by the missile turret with our Overlords. But at the time, he doesn't have a lot of SCVs in this portion here. So what we're going to be doing instead is dropping infested Terrans and taking out the mineral line that way. So as you can see, here we go, we're moving up. The Vikings do almost take out the Overlord, but we are able to drop them in time. First fungal growth going down, it's going to be followed with a second one. Over here are Infestors. Again, there aren't a lot of SCVs within fungal growth range, so instead we're going to be dropping those infested Terrans. There we go, the second fungal growth did go down, and as you can see, took out nearly all of those workers. Infested Terrans are going to be now doing work over here, taking out a majority of the SCVs as well. And this is kind of what you want to be looking to do in this type of build versus a Terran opponent. Taking advantage of their immobility, hitting them from different angles with different types of units. We started off with that Mutalisk Harass, we followed that up with some Zergling Harass, and then finally with Infestors. Now here we go, big final battle here. The Ultralisks again being so hefty, dropping a fungal growth right on the center of all these units, immobilizing them, allowing the Ultralisks to basically just run them over, and then our Terran player goes ahead and calls a good game. So again, guys, really cool strategies here, a lot of things going on. There was a lot to cover. Hopefully I got to most of it. I did miss that starting production of the Ultralisk Cavern, but I'll go ahead and let you know in the synopsis of the video just about when we started building that. So we started off with that Speedling Baneling build, starting off with a 14 spawning pool, getting the 2 Extractors, getting the speed upgrade, just making a few Speedlings to try to contain our Terran opponent and do a little bit of harass. We followed that up by getting a Spire and getting out some Mutalisks, and then using the Mutalisk ability to kind of fly around, pick off units, pick off buildings, and using that ability to our advantage by kind of forcing our Terran opponent to stay contained a little bit, and then spreading across the map, and then teching up to Infestors, teching up to Ultralisks, and in fact we did even get a greater Spire and teched up to Broodlords as well. So again, guys, this has been for StarCraft 2 Strategy, your #1 location for step-by-step strategy and tutorial videos. If you like what we're doing here and you like what you see, please do go ahead and subscribe. Keep watching and keep owning, guys.